So you've got a paramount purpose for your business, but how do you measure its success? And if you haven't got a paramount purpose yet, don't worry, I've linked part 1 of this video series in the description below. How do you know if you're headed towards your paramount purpose or veering dangerously off track? Today we are going to be discussing all of that and more in a video about goals and KPIs. Hey y'all, I'm Bethany Joy, and this is my channel where I help solopreneurs and small business owners up their digital marketing game. Today's video is perfect for anyone lacking focus or structure. We are going to go into detail about goals and KPIs as well as how to implement them to ensure you are a success. I've had people ask me what this has to do with social media, and I'll tell you. Everything. In order to succeed with social media, you have to do the entrepreneurial homework just like any other business. With that out of the way, let's proceed with the content you came here for. So let's start with discussing the difference between goals and KPIs, or key performance indicators. Goals are the overarching accomplishments that you are hoping to achieve in the next 3 to 5 years. They are the building blocks for achieving your paramount purpose. KPIs are the specific pieces of data that can be measured and tell you if you are on target to achieve your goals. Let's delve into the process of creating impactful long-term business goals. First, focus on your paramount purpose, that ultimate vision you have for your business. Now, consider your business's current position. Picture this scenario as if you're at the bottom of a staircase and your paramount purpose is waiting at the top. The journey of where you are now and where you want to be can be thought of as climbing the staircase. But what does this climb entail? Start by identifying the key milestones or steps needed to reach the top. These steps represent significant achievements or transformation that your business needs to undergo in order to reach its paramount purpose. For example, if your paramount purpose is to become the most sought-after wedding photographer on the East Coast, then your steps might be to develop your brand identity by developing a distinct photography style, or to establish yourself as an expert in your industry. Next, consider the transformation required at each step. This transformation is both external in terms of business and internal in terms of skills and approach. For each step on your staircase, ask yourself, what steps do I need to develop? What resources will I need? How should my business evolve in its operations, marketing, customer engagement? These questions will help you formulate clear, actionable objectives for each milestone. It's essential to write these steps down. Documenting them not only brings clarity, but helps in tracking your progress. You might start with broader goals like increase social media following or collaborate with industry insiders. As you progress, these goals will become more refined and targeted. Basically, breaking down your journey into these steps transforms your paramount purpose from a distant dream into a practical, achievable plan. By understanding the transformations needed at each stage and setting clear goals, you're laying down a clear path to the summit of your business dreams. But how would you know whether you've gotten to the summit or not? Knowing whether you've achieved your long-term goals is crucial, and this is precisely where KPIs come into play. As I mentioned earlier, KPIs are specific, measurable pieces of data that act as benchmarks for your business performance. They provide a clear, quantifiable measure of where you are versus where you want to be. Let's look at some examples. Revenue is a common KPI for most businesses. It offers a straightforward measure of your financial success. But KPIs can get much more diverse and tailored toward your specific goals. For instance, if we look at the wedding photographer example, relevant KPIs might include the number of bookings per year, the growth rate of your social media followers, or client referral rates. Another relevant KPI is the lifetime value of a customer. This figure helps you understand how much value each customer brings in over time, guiding you in customer relationship management and retention strategies. Customer satisfaction ratings, gathered through surveys or reviews, can also serve as a KPI, offering insights into the quality of your service and client experience. The beauty of KPIs lies in their numerical, measurable nature. They enable you to set specific targets and objectively measure your progress. For example, you might set a goal to increase your annual bookings by 20%, or boost your customer satisfaction score by 10 points within a certain time frame. Typically, several KPIs are linked to a single goal, providing a comprehensive picture of your progress. For instance, if your goal is brand recognition, KPIs could include increased web traffic, social media engagement, and the number of features and photography publications. It is important to regularly review and analyze these KPIs. This not only helps in tracking your progress, but also allows you to identify areas needing improvement and adjust your strategies accordingly. By systematically monitoring your KPIs, you can ensure that every aspect of your business is aligned with and actively contributing to the achievement of your long-term goals. We've briefly touched on combining long-term goals with KPIs, but let's really explore this in depth. The concept of SMART goals is pivotal here. For those unfamiliar, SMART goals is defined as one that is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in goal setting, ensuring that your objectives are not just aspirational, but also actionable and realistic. When you attach a KPI to a goal, you're essentially addressing the measurable aspect of SMART. This is crucial because, as they say, what gets measured gets managed. By quantifying your goals, you set a clear benchmark for success and can track your progress in a concrete way. But let's not forget the other components of SMART goals. They should be specific to provide a clear direction, attainable to ensure they are realistic, relevant to align with your paramount purpose, and time-bound to create a sense of urgency and a time frame for achievement. Now let's look at some examples of SMART goals aligned with some KPIs for a business or social media channel. Increase total revenue by $300,000 in the next 3 years. KPIs could include monthly revenue growth, average transaction value, new customer acquisition rates. Reduce costs by 13% and become profitable by 2025. KPIs could include operating costs, cost per acquisition, and supplier costs. Increase customer retention by 4% every year. KPIs could include customer retention rate, repeat purchase rate, customer satisfaction score. This approach not only gives clarity and direction, but also provides a tangible way to measure success and make necessary adjustments. It turns abstract aspirations into achievable, trackable objectives, ensuring your business stays on course to fulfill its paramount purpose. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. I want to end this episode with a question. What are the SMART goals that are supporting your paramount purpose for 2024? What KPIs will you tie to them? Let us know in the comments. Your answer could be the spark that ignites someone else's ambition or provides new perspective on someone else's success. So share your goals, engage with others, and let's grow together on this exciting path to success. Also, be sure to check out the final video in this series on how to implement these goals using targets and actions. See you next time, and remember, you craft your own story. Bye.